Hello everybody, my name is Arcana, and today we will be talking about what would happen if you had the Rinnegan. The Rinnegan, otherwise known as the Samsara Eye, is the most powerful dojutsu essentially in the Naruto universe, and is really only seen in either Otsutsuki or the very lucky Uchiha clan. Madara Uchiha is likely the weakest person who has one. I know that's going to piss off a lot of people, but considering who Madara is, that's not saying much. That's a pretty high bar to get to. The Rinnegan has basic abilities and special abilities depending on who it is. The Six Paths technique is one ability or a set of abilities that every Rinnegan user should have the ability to use. The Deva Path controls attractive and repulsive forces, the Almighty Push, and Universal Pull. The Asura Path allows someone to alter their body and have such things as 3 faces and missiles and all sorts of stuff that shouldn't belong in a ninja setting. The Human Path allows the extraction of souls through touch or using a dragon. The Animal Path allows someone to summon animals such as a panda, a bird, and a dog. Then there's the Preta Path, which can absorb chakra. The Naraka Path, which can summon the King of Hell, which can essentially kill somebody. You can interrogate them. If they're telling the truth, they live. If they're not, they're dead. And then there's the Outer Path, which allows someone to preside over life and death and revive the dead. Obito actually used this in order to revive Madara in the War Arc, so yeah, it can revive just about anybody. On top of that, it can manifest these chakra chains, which can bind the tailed beast. Along with that, there's the demonic statue of the Outer Path, and you use this in order to seal those tailed beasts. And of course, in the event that you get them all, then you can summon the 10 tails and do the whole tree shit and kind of ruin humanity because you're an asshole. Now, there are special abilities that the Rinnegan has. The world of Limbo is something that Madara can interact with, and he can make Limbo clones, which he could do even better once he finally had the 10 tails chakra inside of him. Sasuke can actually shift spaces with his, and he can open up portals the same way that Kagyu can. Momoshiki can absorb any ninjutsu with his right Rinnegan, and he can then amplify it and shoot it out with his left Rinnegan. And Urashiki can displace himself and transport himself into the past to literally redo events. There are so many abilities and so many things that you can do with the Rinnegan that it's kind of just breaking the entire world of Naruto, even though Naruto was kind of already broken as is. So what would you be able to do with just some of this shit? Well, like I said, just starting off and going down, attractive and repulsive forces, you get to be the laziest person ever. You can just push anybody away, you can just pull them close. With the Animal Path's ability, you can summon animals which will allow you to fly. You can summon a gigantic ass chameleon which can sneak behind people and knock them out. The Human Path, you can steal anybody's soul and just kill them because they're not going to be able to resist you. With the Asura Path, you can make your own missiles, guns, saws, and have 3 faces which allow you to see from all different angles. Then you have things like Urashiki's thing, which can send you into the past to redo events. So whatever you fucked up in, go ahead and just redo it. Momoshiki would allow you to absorb chakra, and assuming that it could only do chakra, that's not really useful for real life, but hey, still pretty cool to have. And then with Sasuke's, you can go and make portals to completely different worlds and really expand science to a degree that you will forever be remembered as either a god or a terrorist, depending on which one you choose. Madara's thing just makes you make a clone that can knock out Biju, so it'd be a pretty strong clone, and you could easily scare the hell out of anybody that you wanted to. In general, the Rinnegan kind of breaks life, and you would be able to break life as it is. I didn't even mention the King of Hell in terms of things that you could use and things you could do shit with, in which you can interrogate anybody, because if they're lying to you, they're dead. It doesn't really matter. But if they're telling the truth, you got the truthful information. Preta Path is kind of useless though, because once again, it's just absorbing chakra, and you're the person with the Rinnegan, not everyone else having a Rinnegan or some sort of chakra. Either way, the point is that, hey, I would go ahead and take a Rinnegan if I could, especially if I could have one like Urashiki who can just go from Byakugan to Rinnegan, meaning that you should realistically be able to go from a normal eye to the weird looking purple ass eye, which is the Rinnegan. This was a pretty easy video to do, and like I said, it was going to be pretty simple, because if I could just sum it up really, it would just be that if you had the Rinnegan, you break reality and you can do whatever you decide to do. There's not things that you have some limit on like the Sharingan or the Byakugan where you could potentially get fucked up. No. When you have things like that, and you can go as far as Madara's thing where he just summons 2 meteors to smash into him, it's not much that we have on Earth, at least right now, that can do anything. Maybe in the year 3023. With that, my name is Arcana, and I am out.